TDP conquers Jagan's Bastion's Puli-Vendula. TDP's Lata Reddy has won with a thumping majority. Massive victory in Jagan's den. TDP candidate Lata Reddy wins over Vyasal Sippy candidate Hemant Reddy with a majority of over 6,700 votes. Lata Reddy is receiving her victory declaration. I'm going to go straight across to Apurva Jayachandran for more details on that big story. It's a setback in that sense, isn't it? With the TDP candidate winning from Jagan's Bastion. It's embarrassing really in that sense for the party.
Yes, Neha, in fact, on one side, yes, this is a huge setback there for the ysrcp. But more importantly, if we see, this is TDP and India Alliance there making roads into Puli-Vendula, into, the Vyasal-Kadapa for the first time in almost 3 decades, let me remind you. Over 3 decades since there's been attempts for any other party literally to try and get into Puli-Vendula there. And today we're seeing Lata Reddy there, who has won against Hemant. That's the information that we are able to get as well. In fact, this is an important statement there that is coming in from this Puli-Vendula elections. We saw what is the kind of destruction that took place there. In fact, the ysrcp had also alleged that there was allegedly vote rigging that had taken place there. Not only that, the kind of violence that took place there, ruckus, it was sheer chaos when we were on ground there while covering this polling that took place just 2 days back. And this is a massive victory there for the TDP, but definitely a big, huge setback for ysrcp's, which Puli-Vendula incidentally has been considered as Jagan's Bastion.
You know, this is, like I said, a big embarrassment there because this is Jagan's Bastion. In the fight, the victory margin is over 6,000, also by 6,700, I understand. Apurva?
That's right. The victory margin has been easily over, 6,000. But, if we even see the way in which these elections were conducted, there were a lot of ruckus that had taken place at this time as well. Let me remind you, Puli-Vendula, in fact, Jagan is Puli-Vendula MLA. There is he's an elected MLA for this term. He's one among the 11 seats that the ysrcp won in the General Assembly elections that took place last year. And in these elections, Puli-Vendula is where Jagan had won from. And from that same bastion to see now one of the TDP leaders there who has risen to power definitely shows, how times have changed, in fact. And let me remind you, this is an election that has been quite volatile in nature consistently over the years. Like I said, over the last 30 years almost, we've never seen any other party winning here in Puli-Vendula or even Vyasal-Kadapa. It had always been consistently, Vyasal Reddy when he was the chief minister there, and then later on Vyasrcp, and then Jagan Reddy and Vyasrcp cadres there who had won. We've also seen Hemant Reddy, the ysrcp MP, who's winning from Kadapa, and all of these people are incidentally winning from a ysrcp party for decades and decades. And now finally, we're seeing a break. And more importantly, TDP says that this is a refreshing change for the people of Puli-Vendula as well. In fact, we also heard yesterday YS Jagan there commenting and showcasing videos in his press conference wherein he talked about how there was allegedly vote rigging that took place, and that there were quite a lot of indiscrepancies that took place there. But on ground, we're seeing what the reality is, and a victory right now, the TDP says a huge one for the people of Kadapa.
All right, I'm going to leave with that for the moment. Apurva Jayachandran getting in those details and putting that victory into perspective.